Hey guys, what's going on? It's After Evan here, and welcome to a brand new video. And this one's going to be commemorating 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel that I did hit overnight. And I just want to thank each and every one of you watching this video for supporting me throughout the year. It's been a fantastic year for me, guys. Tomorrow is going to be New Year's Eve, and it's kind of funny. I started my channel on New Year's last year. I posted my first ever video. It was either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I posted my first ever video on this channel, and by coincidence, it was a class setup video, and it was a pub stomping class setup video. So you can see how far we've come from pub stomping to becoming, like a wager match player, whatever you want to call it, competitive player, I guess. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for that. And my channel is just about 1 year old now, and hopefully by the end of next year we can gain a whole bunch of more subscribers, a whole bunch of new awesome guys just like you. But anyways, guys, let's get into this class setup video. I'm going to be showing off my SnD class setups that you guys have been requesting. If you guys want to see any other kind of videos on my channel, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely feel free to post a comment down below, and I'll make a video on it. So anyway, first classes, these are going to be the MLG class setups I'm going to be showing you guys. I got two MLG class setups that are specifically for MLG just because stuff is banned. And if you don't know the difference between MLG rule set and UMG rule set, it's just simply that stim and cloak are banned in UMG. If you use UMG rules, stim and cloak are banned, and in MLG they're not. So that's pretty much just the reasoning behind it. Yeah. Stim and cloak, I'm not a huge fan of them, but oh well, They're very, very useful in a lot of situations, so that's why I run them. So basically what we got rocking here is I like to have 2 attachments on my bow. I don't know, I've always kind of felt that way, that 2 attachments with overcharge is better than 3 attachments without it. It's up to you guys. If you want to go ahead and take off overcharge and put on 3 attachments, you can definitely do so. If it's something you need, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. But I have Exo Mute with Exo Stim, and if you guys don't know how to have 2 Exo abilities, it is the Tactician wildcard. Tactician wildcard allows you to have 2 Exo abilities. So that's that. And I like having my Exo Mute as my left trigger and my Exo Stim as my right. That's just me. So I got those there, and then we got fast hands here just for turning shit on and off. Just makes it faster and more convenient. And for our second MLG class setup, pretty much the same exact class setup except ASM1. And we got the same Exo abilities here. And we got fast hands yet again. And for these two, it's all up to you guys. It's all personal preference. But I like to run quick draw and foregrip for my ASM1. I just find that the most useful. Quick draw, I just like having it on the gun. And then when it comes to foregrip, for some reason foregrip for me is just an absolute necessity on this gun. I can't really use it that well without the foregrip on it. So I like to have that on there. And then we got pretty much the same exact class setup as my bow. And now we're moving into the UMG or MLG rule set, whichever one, you can use whatever. This is my Overkill Sniper class. I use this a lot in singles at the beginning of the game, but I haven't really been playing a whole lot of singles lately. And it seems whenever I do play singles, I just kind of run around the map and don't really care. But back when I was actually, trying an AW singles, I was using the Moors quite a bit, pre-aiming stuff on recovery, whatever. And I found that stock was really, really helpful for me. It helped me hit a lot of shots, helped me aim better. I don't know, I just love stock on the sniper for some reason. I've never used it in any other Call of Duty, but for some reason, in this one, I just prefer it. But if you guys don't need a stock on, you can definitely put the sniper in your overkill slot and put the ASM one in your primary. And you can also make the same overkill class with the bow if you'd like. I find it a lot more helpful to have an SMG as your overkill because this is like a long range weapon. And then you have a short range weapon compared to having a long range weapon and then another long range weapon. But then again, you also got the bow, and the bow is pretty much everything. No matter what you want it to be, the bow can do it. But the ASM one will always outgun the bow up close. So yeah, that's that. I like to have grip, like I said. That's the attachment I feel is necessary for me to have. But if you really want to, you could take off Semtax and take off Fast Hands and put a second attachment on your second gun here if you'd like, or you could just put 3 attachments on your primary. It's all up to you. You could like switch these out and put 3 attachments on your ASM one and just have 1 on your Moors. But I like to have fast hands just because it's overkill and you're going to be switching throughout your guns, and I feel that fast hands is just going to be something you have to have. And Semtax, just an extra thing. You can replace this with whatever you want. If you prefer to have a stun, a frag, EMP, smoke, whatever you prefer to have, or even threat grenades, because these are allowed in MLG rules. Whatever you like to have, you can replace it with that if you'd like. And now moving on to the UMG rule set or MLG rule set, whichever you want. Pretty much just doesn't really have anything banned on it. And I got 3 attachments on my ASM one here. We got quick draw, foregrip, and advanced rifling. And these I find the most necessary attachments. I really don't see another combination that would work besides maybe having red dot. I've used red dot. I really don't find it useful at all on the SMG. I don't know. It's kind of, and if you're wondering how it feels, it's kind of like putting red dot on the MSMC for me. Like I found that like having red dot on the MSMC is kind of pointless. Like PP90 as well. Like it's kind of the same thing. Like red dot just doesn't seem that good on those guns. I don't know why, but red dot's just not that good on it. I would go with the iron sights. You know, iron sights can screw you sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but I really don't find the red dot to help at all. And then for this, we got overcharged lightweight, toughness blast suppressor. Toughness blast suppressor you're gonna see in every class. Same with lightweight. You're gonna see that in every class. And exo mute you're gonna see in every class too. Pretty much just necessities for SnD. But some people don't even use exo mute. I see some people that run overcharge or run stim, but that's up to you. If you guys want to try class out like that, that's fine. I like to have exo mute on though. I'm just paranoid about being sound horde. That's how I am. And then Semtax here again, you can replace it with whatever you want. If you prefer not to have a Semtax, just for me, I like having a Semtax. And if you don't want to even run one, you can actually take that off and go ahead and put on fast hands. If you turn on exo mute on and off a lot, fast hands does help with that. It just makes the transition a lot quicker. But I've used it in the past, and I just find that using Semtax is just generally a lot more helpful than having fast hands. Because occasionally you'll get in situations where you want to blow somebody up, and Semtax is good for that. So now moving on to the bow. Pretty much the same exact class setup as the ASM one here, you can see. And I got quick draw, stock, and foregrip. And you can kind of have any kind of variation you want with this. There's people that have red dot, grip, and stock, and no quick draw. Because they like that. I like this class as well. I like all the variations really. People that have this setup. There's people that have a setup like this where they have quick draw and red dot on with no grip at all. And most people I would say run the iron sights, which would just be this kind of a setup. And this is for me. I like the iron sights the most. Occasionally I'll make another class where I don't have iron sights and I'll have like a red dot class just in case I feel like using red dot for that round. It's really whatever. And then again, same perk variations, and if you want to take off Semtax or replace it, do that if you need to. Then moving into the final class, guys. This one I haven't really used yet, but I definitely am going to try it out later today in singles, and I think it will be a lot of fun to try out. And basically, it's the bow, and we got quick draw, stock, and I'm not sure if I'm going to really want quick draw. I think I'm going to replace the foregrip for the quick draw, just because like we have an ASM one here, so I'm thinking I'm going to have my bow, and bow is going to be for long range, and if I want to be able to hit long range shots, I'm going to need grip on that. So if I want to hit long range shots, I'm going to need grip, and then short range shots, ASM one's good for that. And I could switch this to quick draw if I want, but hipfire is pretty good on this gun, so not really a huge concern. But I'm not sure whether I'm going to run grip or quick draw. Undecided on that, but we will see. I think I'm going to put on quick grip for now and just see how that goes. And this is a class I haven't really tried yet, so I can't really give any suggestions according to this, but I think it'll be a pretty nice class. And I'm going to put some camos on here just so it looks dope. And yeah, I think this class is going to work out pretty well. I'll be trying it out. I'll let you guys know how it is. And if you guys want to try it out, feel free to, and let me know how it goes. And then we also got other necessities. Fast hands you're gonna have to have that in this class, just because you're gonna be switching on and off a lot more than with the sniper. I've noticed whenever I use my sniper overkill class, for the most part, I pretty much pre-aim something at the sniper at the beginning of the round, and then after that, I'm pretty much not using a sniper at all, unless I see them at a very, very long range. Otherwise, I'll just keep my ASM one out. And so fast hands on this, you're going to be switching on and off a lot, so I would definitely have that. Exo mute, again, I always run that. And then you have to have some kind of exo launcher ability here. So I just run Semtex, use whatever you want there. But if you want, obviously there's a lot of other stuff you can do. If you want to take off fast hands, you want to do that, feel free to. And you could run either a third perk on your bow, or you can run a second perk on your ASM one. Really whatever you want if you want to take off those two. Or even if you don't want to run exo mute. Definitely something you could do. Like, there's a lot of variations in this game. If you want, you could do something like that and then have like 2 attachments on here. Put suppressor on. I don't know. You know, you could, a lot of different variations in this game, but for me, I think one attachment on the ASM one's fine. The ASM one's a pretty good gun. As long as you have grip, I feel like that's really all you need to really worry about. And I like this setup the most. But it's all up to you guys. You guys can use it however you want. I think this is going to be the most useful for me. And that's really it for the SnD class setups, guys. But I'm going to be running you guys just through a couple 1v1 hardpoint classes that I use. Just these two here. As you can see, we got the typical battle setup with overclock and frag. And I don't really know why I'm bothering to show this, but just in case any of you guys care, I've been doing some 1v1 hardpoints lately with just some friends for fun. And this is the class I've been using in case anybody cares. We got overclock, double frags. You could also replace that with double Semtex, whatever. I like double frags because I just feel like they're in the hill, and if you're in the hill, you can coordinate, frags a lot better than Semtexes. But really, whatever you want. And then I got fast hands, overclock, and then same thing with the ASM one, same stuff. I use the ASM one a lot more in hardpoint, obviously because hardpoint's like a close range game. But I've just been doing some 1v1s with that. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this class setup video. Thank you guys again for helping me reach 5,000 subscribers. It's a pretty big number. Yeah, the number is growing and growing every day. So thank you guys a lot for that support. If you guys enjoyed, give the video a like. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.